Here's Steve in Miami. Glad you called, sir. What's up?
Hi, sir. I just want to say mega dittos and what an honor it is to speak to you. And I know that I need to be quick because time is of the essence. I started listening to you in 1991 at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, which I don't know if you are aware was named after Braxton Bragg, a Confederate general. And I'm just curious, how do you feel if President Trump came out in favor of removing these Civil War monuments that were put up during the 60s to oppress as I believe you said, the uppity African Americans, as a report said? Would that just make how would the press take that as long as it was couched in the fact that he was removing these statues put up by the hateful Democratic Party?
I think that they would have I think you'd have some media people would have strokes and heart attacks. I think you'd need a lot of emergency services personnel to be available to go to all network news headquarters if Trump came out and did it on the basis of what you're saying. I think if he did this, if he said, okay, I can understand the Democrats not liking their history. I can understand the Democrats wanting to get rid of their heroes. I, for one, would eat that up. I would love that. A lot of these statues were erected. Do you know, in the case of many of the Robert E. Lee statues with him on a horse, do you know that many of the horses' asses are pointed north? They are. They are. Look, the segregationists up until 1965 were Democrats. If they take this out to its logical conclusion, they're going to have to divorce themselves from J. William Fulbright, which is Bill Clinton's mentor, and old Herman Talmadge of Georgia, and Albert Gore Sr., who was one of the segregationists in the Senate, and Howell Heflin of Alabama. There's a whole slew of these guys that were the original segregationists all the way up to 65 when the Civil Rights Act. It was Lyndon Johnson who had to sell the Democrats on the Civil Rights Act. There's no mystery about it. But here's Pelosi running around. Oh, yeah, Ernest Hollings. Ernest Hollings did, over the governor's man, raise the Confederate flag. These guys are all singing Dixie at their barbecues back in the old days. But if they follow this through, folks, they're going to have to get rid of a lot of themselves. And that's where it'll get interesting. The Antifa people, some of these people in the Antifa, or Antifa, however they pronounce it, the Occupy Wall Street, they're sympathetic to the Democrats because the Democrats are the political party on their side of things. But make no bones about the fact, some of these kids are so far gone with this political correctness stuff that if they learn, for example, Al Gore's dad, it isn't going to matter. They're going to get rid of Al Gore just as soon as we get rid of Robert E. Lee. I mean, the leftists have done a great job in corrupting the minds of their youth. And at some point, this could backfire. I'm glad you called out there. Let me take a brief time out. We'll wrap it up when we get back here.